Thank you. Thank you very, very much. And also thank you for your patience in listening to me from Raleigh, North Carolina. So while you had lunch, I just had breakfast. So it's a really, really slightly a delay there. You know, as we just heard, I am a systems principal architect at NVIDIA. You know that in NVIDIA, well, I hope you know that we in NVIDIA are working a lot in the area of AI, and also obviously working in the area of IoT, right? So if you take a look at some of the things from an NVIDIA perspective, the Jetson board, the Orin board, and many, many other things that really serve to bring AI to the edge and also accelerate AI. So I'm going to give you a perspective from two different sides. Number one is I worked with Lenovo as their CTO for over 15 years. And so I'm also going to give you a little bit of a perspective of how to use the TCG standards in other devices, but then also looking at a little bit of the future AI and IoT applications of the same. I want to quickly clarify is I am not a tin hat kind of, you know, paranoid. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you, what I will try to tell you about today is really about the real applications of TCG standards and TCG applications. I do not want to talk to you about how we shield ourselves from 5G technology because it causes COVID and all sorts of things like it. So please, if there are any concerns or questions, I can see the room. And as I said earlier, it's filled with a lot of very good looking people. And you know, if there are any questions, I'll be monitoring the chat, but also be looking at the room to see if I can go into any more detail. Okay, so let's go into the Trusted Computing Group. Well, the Trusted Computing Group has a very, very long history, very, very long history. Actually, at the very beginning, I actually worked at IBM, also very long time ago. And IBM had the thought of replacing a smart card. That was the origin of the TCG. They wanted to avoid the complexity of having to manage a smart card and wanted to be able to add an identity and the ability to store information in a very secure way on a device. And by the way, also do this in a low-cost way, right? So that's something that was basically the mission that IBM set out to be, and then IBM created the very first security chip. That's basically what it was called. That was around 1997 and